Hello everyone, I'm Jeff Worden. Welcome to another episode of Tech That Doesn't Bite, the webcast that reviews everyday tech that you use. Alright, today's a big one. We are going to be reviewing the Ring Doorbell. Now you've probably heard of all sorts of really good and bad things about the Ring Doorbell, and if it's one thing that I could say about this, you see clips from the Ring Doorbell or others like it on the news all the time. Now, the Ring Doorbell, I obviously see I've got one. I've been using it for about a year plus now, and I can't really complain about it. It's actually a pretty good device, and I think in this day and age, it's become more and more important to be able to see who is out there, who might be causing problems, and try to be a little more helpful to the police if need be. So let's actually talk about some of the ups and downs of it in regards to using the Ring Doorbell. All right. So first off, the cost of it will run between $100 and $150. A little on the pricey side, but you are buying a sort of a webcam for the outdoors, so that's kind of a big deal there. And it does depend on the generation of the device. If you're getting the latest and greatest, yeah, you're going to be paying a little more money than some of the lower generations, like what mine is that you see here. I think it's like a generation 2, whatever. So, but it works for well enough for my purposes, and it works pretty good. The one thing it definitely requires is that you have a decent Wi-Fi signal that's running 24/7. So if you don't have your router sitting out in the living area or somewhere nearby, or even a repeater that can reach it and send out a strong signal, the Ring Doorbell isn't going to be able to use a lot of its features for it to work properly, because it does require an internet connection. So you got to make sure you've got one of those going. And I think probably the big one that you see if you're ever on the watching the network news, you see video clips all the time of people doing weird stuff to your door. People walking up to the door, doing stuff, looking to cause trouble or cause harm or whatever it might be, or even something really cute, which is kind of a rare bean in and of itself. But that aside, that's probably one of the biggest features that the Ring Doorbell does. It records video, and it does allow you to do live communication with whomever's out on your porch, so you can actually talk to that person. So my take on it so far is that it does have decent motion capture. Sometimes there are false positives, or if things are moving too fast, meaning that it'll go off and indicate that something moved out there, and if you just happen to check the clip for it, it's like, what was out there? What caused it to go off? You don't know. It doesn't seem to show, or it's not very obvious. It picks something up, you don't see it. It happens. So it's the nature of somewhat fledgling technology. It's not perfect yet. One thing I've noticed that it does seem to go blind when it's a really bright day, and when someone steps out on the porch or moves in front of the camera, then it actually it does that when you do that. Now here's kind of an example clip right here of me just going out and getting the mail. So there's that. So again, it does depend on which way you're pointing the camera, obviously. But if I had pointed it on the other side, where you see like that little patch of red tape I have on the other side, that where the original doorbell was, I wouldn't be getting a whole lot of what's actually coming up on the driveway, because we've actually had people break into our cars in the driveway there. So that's why it's pointing that way. So if we happen to catch them, dang, we're in good shape there. All right, you can get models that you can wire to the doorbell itself, so you can actually have it hardwired instead of actually unscrewing it from the wall and plug it into a USB cable for a couple hours so it fully charges. Then you can stick it back into this little holder there. And what's really cool about that, you will get notifications to your phone, and there is an app that's related to it. You get notifications to let you know, hey, your battery is dying, or if you could actually just look up the status of the doorbell itself, just see how it's doing. And that's actually really pretty helpful. But once you actually have it over time, you just kind of start to guess that you do need to plug it in without the phone telling you. If you find that somebody's at your door, and then you get the Ring notification later on, or a longer time later, you're like, oh yeah, I probably just need to charge the doorbell. So that's the big thing about that. Now, if you elect to have it save videos, there are price plans for it. There's the free version, there's the $3 a month version, or $30 a year version, and there's $10 a month, $100 a year. Now, I've got the $3 a month one myself. A lot of the other features that it had wasn't something I felt that I needed, and I've actually been pretty happy with paying the $30 a year. The $30 a year is actually what saves the video to a cloud server so that you can download them and share them accordingly. And like just like the one I just showed you a moment ago, that is actually a cloud saved video there. There is the free options I mentioned before, but that doesn't save the videos. So if you need that, say like if somebody, God forbid, breaks into your home or licks your doorknob, which, we've seen that on the news, especially in the age of the pandemic here, it won't save that information, so you can't get the guy busted or whatever the issue might be. And the $100 a year, obviously, it was just a lot of money. I didn't feel I needed that. So that was just simply my take on that there. But like I said, the $30 does pay for the video stuff, and that can be very crucial for recording illegal activities and giving that video to the police so they can identify the guy. Now, another little interesting thing about this is that it does have a forum network, so you can actually learn about different crime that is actually going on around the neighborhood. Wandering coyotes, people doing things like I mentioned before. One of the bigger issues, though, is that there are a lot of really bored people out there, and they'll post all sorts of stuff like this. Yeah, guavas. Anyways, but what's really cool about that, but at least it gives you an idea as to what's going on in your neighborhood, and a lot of this configuration can be done through the app itself on your phone. So what's my take on it? It is absolutely worth the buy. There's little to no doubt in my mind that you definitely want to buy the Ring Doorbell. I think the only personal regret that I have with it is that I didn't get the model that you could hardwire to the doorbell itself, because it does feel like I'm pulling it off the device rack and recharging it about every 4 to 6 weeks. Yeah, it's an inconvenience. My life will go on. I can deal with it. But if you hardwire it, you don't have to worry about that. But then again, how good are you with playing with the hardwires of a doorbell? I probably could do it. Sure, just as long as you keep the metal stuff, the metal screwdriver away from the live nodes there, and you're in good shape. Everything's fine there. The forum network is a really novel idea, but as you can see from what I just showed you, people will complain about anything, like guava stealing. So, just something to think about there. So I definitely give the Ring Doorbell a 4.5 out of 5 stars. It really is an amazing device. I definitely encourage its purchase, and I definitely getting at least the $30 a year subscription for that. I think that you'll find that to be very useful in the long run of all that. So hey, if you have any comments about the Ring Doorbell or have any feedback about it, definitely leave it down in the comments section. We'd love to hear about what your thoughts are on it and all that good stuff. So definitely leave a message for us. We'd love to hear and get back to you. And if you like today's webcast episode, definitely like and subscribe to our YouTube channel here. Be sure to click the little bell so you actually will get a notification that we've posted a new episode for you to enjoy of Tech That Doesn't Bite. Thank you for joining us today. Have a great one.